Hearts made the short trip through to Falkirk, buoyed by their confidence-boosting win over Celtic and determined to stretch further clear of the SPL's bottom side. The home team would have seen this one as a real chance to rein in their fellow strugglers. As Jonathan Sutherland reports, this one wasn't exactly a classic.
You can normally gauge the standard of quality and entertainment from a football match by the quality and entertainment value of the incidents that manage to make it into the highlights. Clearly, as programme makers, we want to make it as entertaining as possible, but sadly, given the rest of the offerings at the Falkirk Stadium, this rather tame effort from Carl Finnegan is included here in the final edit. We do apologise. A rather gentle save for Hearts keeper Marian Kello, to say the least. But next, a swashbuckling punched clearance from Falkirk keeper Robert Oleshnik, and Falkirk were off in attack. In truth, the SPL's bottom club had the better of the chances in the first half. Ryan Flynn with the lung-bursting run down the centre of the park, but sadly, the final shot was awful. Falkirk with only 14 goals from 17 SPL games this season. Still, Hearts have only managed 16 goals themselves as they continue to play a style of football that never seems to involve playing more than one striker. And as it was, their chance of a goal came courtesy of a defender. Josie Goncalves going down under a challenge from Darren Barr. Penalty decided referee Callum Murray. The Falkirk captain adamant that it shouldn't have been given, and many would agree. Whatever the debate, Michael Stewart ruthlessly put Hearts 1-0 up as the boos rang out from the home fans all around the stadium. This crucial goal coming at that cruel point just before half-time. Into the second half and another dead ball situation, this time for Falkirk that rather summed things up for the brave 6,000 who turned up to watch. Tuvik Zerara with the free kick, fairly comfortable again for Kello. Falkirk were the more lively side after the break. Everyone ignored the poor Hearts defender who fell to the ground as play raged on. Eventually, substitute Daniel Marcheta fired in a shot which Kello this time pushed wide of the post. The shot from the Slovenian on loan from Partizan Belgrade was probably going just wide. Falkirk then opted to go aerial in search of the parity they probably just about deserved, but all they managed was a fairly desperate hullabaloo from the home support for a penalty. Vitor Lima tumbling in the box under challenge from Egert Jonsson and Marius Zaliukas. Nothing doing from the ref, and 1-0 is how it finished. Hearts slightly remarkably up to 5th.
Eddie May less than happy with his team's performance, but Hearts were pleased with the results. Billy, it's back-to-back wins for them. They are pushing up the table a wee bit. It was courtesy, as it quite often is, of a Michael Stewart penalty. First and foremost, was this a pain?
It's another difficult one for the referee, Richard.
He's very close.
You see at this angle,
no doubt,
now, Goncalves is at pace, rides the first tackle. Why does Dan Barr even think about doing that? Just leave him then and don't give the referee an option. But the captain stands up to the plate. He's taken some important penalties and scored them. Hearts are the unpredictables, aren't they? You don't know what's coming from them. But they've had two wins and they find themselves in 5th.
I mean, we've kind of half-heartedly included this.
Yeah.
It's just about
it's all we could get. Yeah.
I mean, it's never a penalty.
If Vitor Lima's going to take it in his chest and they push him, it's a penalty, but he's not even anywhere near the ball. 2 Hearts players go for it. Not a lot of contact. Wasn't a penalty, but the first one was a hard one for the referee. Why should the centre-half do it?
Well, why should Goncalves dive through the air?
He did go down easily, but he felt that minimal contact.
He spun him through the air by the wrist. Anyway, Hearts are picking up, it seems, and looking more like the team from last season. Very, very difficult to break down. Get the odd goal, pick up the points and shoot up the table. They're
certainly stubborn. When they get a goal in front, they defend for their lives. Hamilton do that as well, really hard when they go a goal up, but Hearts do it well. Everybody was writing them off yet again, and they go and get 2 solid victories and they find themselves shooting up the table. It's what happens from now for Hearts.
Yeah, and for Falkirk, because a few times now it's looked like they might just take off, and it hasn't quite happened for them. Yeah,
they've picked up a few points over the last few weeks, but, there's a game going into it. They've picked up points. They expect to take something for it, and Hearts beat them 1-0, so it's back to the drawing board for Falkirk.